Hey guys, I wanted to do a comparison video for you today on the new Ju-Ju-Be Be Sporty versus the Ju-Ju-Be Be Right Back. The Be Sporty, like I said, it's a new bag, backpack style, offered by Ju-Ju-Be only in two prints currently, and they're both Tokidoki collaborations. So the one I have here is Kaiju City, is also available in the Unikiki 2.0, and the Be Right Back is available in tons and tons of patterns and styles. It's been around for many years. This is technically the 2.0 version of the bag. So I just want to compare the features of both and then do a little bit on the carrying capacity. So I'm going to start with the features. This is the Be Sporty here on your left. Be Right Back. The Sporty can be worn backpack style or messenger style, so it does come with this messenger strap, and it is a seatbelt type strap material, and the shoulder pad here is movable. It only has one adjusting clip here, but it adjusts pretty big. I actually used this on a Starlet when I was traveling to wear it crossbody, and it worked really well for that. I've only worn the Sporty once messenger style, and I found it a little awkward because it hangs down pretty low on my side. I've pretty much only worn this backpack style, so it does have a grab handle up here, as does the Be Right Back. It has a flap here with a magnetic closure, and you can keep it open like I do, or it does zip closed. I just find the zipper gets in the way, but that does keep your belongings a little more secure if you're worried about that. There are two bottle pockets that are zippered. There is the front mommy pocket, and on front of that there's a little zippered compartment. Then on the back here are the backpack straps, which are completely removable. They are also seatbelt straps. A lot of people have reported them being uncomfortable. I really haven't had that many issues with it, but I'm also a fairly light packer. The bag, the way it's packed today, is much fuller than I've basically ever carried it, because I just don't need to make it that full for any reason. But I did find when it is heavier, sometimes these do dig into your armpit area some. I think it kind of depends on your build. But now that it's been colder out and I've been wearing a hoodie or a coat a lot more, I don't notice it at all. So there's that. So there's a change pad pocket. This does come with a light change pad. And it's a pretty good size. I actually haven't even used this, but nice change pad. And then behind that is a zippered pocket, which I pretty much never zippered, so I can get to my phone easier. And in here I have an iPhone 6. Fits well, it's not a plus. This pocket goes down pretty far. This is the bottom of the pocket right here. So pretty nice deep pocket. And that's about it for the exterior features of this bag. For the Be Right Back, kind of similar in a lot of ways. You do have a front mommy pocket. Instead of having another zippered pocket, you have this little pouch here with a magnetic flap. Then mommy pocket, which I talked about, will go over the inside when I switch bags. There's a cell phone pocket here, which is zippered. It doesn't go down quite as far because this they just recently made their pockets deeper to accommodate bigger phones, but it's still pretty deep. It goes down about that far. Actually, I'll go ahead and put my phone in there so you can see. On top, there's a zipper compartment here. Two bottle pockets, one on either side, and these are stretch kind. There are two D-rings also on the top, so you could technically carry this messenger style if you wanted. Then on the side here, the change pad pocket. So this is also a good size change pad. It is quite a bit bigger than the one on the Be Sporty. The Be Right Back is longer, and the Sporty is a little bit wider. Also, Sporty is a light change pad, so it's very thin and doesn't have any padding, and the Be Right Back change pad is padded with the memory foam. And then, of course, you have your backpack straps. They're nice and padded, as is the back. The back of the Be Sporty is not padded. And these are the straps. They are adjustable. They're quite comfy, even with a large lip. So I'm going to go ahead and show you everything I have in my Sporty, starting with the pocket on the front. I already removed the change pad in my phone. So this is where I like to keep my wipes. I find it's a really good spot for that. So I just have regular hand sanitizing wipes and boogie wipes. Then in the mommy pocket here, which I'll try to put so you can see, there's a mesh pocket here, and then a zip pocket in the back. In the mesh pocket I have hand cream, my lip balm, gum, and if it'll come out, 2 hair ties with 2 bobby pins. And then I have my wallet, which is the new Ju-Ju-Be Be Sporty. It's also in the Kaiju City print. It's a nice wallet. I'll do a video review of this a little bit later in a separate video. And then I have a Tide to Go pin on the bottom of that, since I don't use that very often. And in the zip pocket here, I just have some feminine items, so a pad and a tampon. Here's maybe a little bit better view. This pocket does go the full width and most of the depth of the bag. It starts about right here, or depth of the front pocket, and then this zip pocket goes all the way down. Zip that back up. And then these are the zipper bottle pockets. I was really unsure about these to begin with, but I actually really love them because this is my son's favorite sippy cup and he will not take anything else, and this actually fits in there very nicely, and there's room to spare on the top. I also have used this to fit my wallet because it's perfectly in there and it's easy access, so I have carried my wallet in there as well. And on the other side, I have a 9-ounce swell bottle, just to show you couldn't fit one of the bigger ones in here, but the 9-ounce fits pretty well in there. And that's it for the outside pockets. Inside, sort of show you here on top, I have just a hoodie for my son. This is an 18-month hoodie. And you can sort of see a little more into the bag. There is a long mesh pocket on the back, which I'll show you once I've taken everything out, and then 2 mesh pockets in the front. On the side here, I have a large set piece. I have this jam pack, so it's going to take me a minute to birth it out of there. I would not normally pack it this tight. But in here I have a change of clothes for my 2 kids. So I have undies, socks, and pants for my daughter. She never needs a shirt, so that's not something I would normally pack. And she wears a size 6. And then I have pants, socks, and a shirt for my son. The shirt is 24 months and the pants are 18 months. And the socks are like a toddler size. Then I did have a fuel cell in here just to show you how it fits in there. This is fully packed. Normally I would put snacks in this, but this is how I pack it for a longer trip, like when we drive to Florida. So this is a full pack of wipes, and then this is 8 size 5 diapers. It fits in here perfectly. It's really, really great for a long trip. Just to kind of show you how quick fits in there. This is normally what I carry my diapering needs in, so kind of similar thing, just fewer stuff. Thinner pack of wipes, only 2 diapers. To kind of show you what fits in there. It does fit nicely in the back mesh pocket, which I really don't like these mesh pockets. I find stuff gets caught on them, but it does fit nicely in there. You could probably fit up to maybe 4 quicks in there. Then there's 2 mesh pockets in the front. On this side I have a medium set piece, and on this side I have a small set piece. And the small set piece, this is Pinky Sweater, one of my all-time favorite prints. I have little My Little Pony figures for my daughter to play with. And then on the other side, I have a medium set piece in the Pinky Sweater, and this has a bunch of Melissa and Doug wooden cars for my son, and he really likes these wooden signs that are also Melissa and Doug. And that is it. Holds quite a bit of stuff, as you can see. Try to, again, oh, I forgot about the zip pocket, oh my goodness. I always forget about this pocket because it's kind of lines right up on the zipper right here. This is a really good size pocket. I have my first aid kit here. This is an old style set piece, so it's a little bit smaller than the new style, and this is just anything for scrapes, cuts, antiseptic spray, alcohol swabs, Band-Aids. All that fits in there real nice. And then below that, keep it further away from my kids, I have my Tylenol and Advil. And this pocket starts here, ends here, so it's a really deep pocket. It's pretty wide too. Now I will show you the inside. So there's that pocket, and then see how, I don't like how floppy this pocket is. And then the 2 mesh pockets. I normally pretty much never use that big mesh pocket. I do sometimes use the medium ones. The Be Spendy is pretty wide. It gets caught, just as an FYI, in that mesh pocket. It's hard to get in and out smoothly. So I'll go ahead and pack this up. In this flat pocket, how I usually pack is I just put my first aid kit in there for easy access. The mommy pocket, which this has a couple of features that the Be Sporty does not. It has the sunglass pouch, a key ring, and then an extra elastic pouch here. And then it, like the Be Spendy, the Be Sporty, it does have a mesh pouch at the bottom there. So Be Spendy fits nicely in there. Put my gum and chapstick and hand cream, God, I can't talk today. Chapstick. I usually put my lotion in the sunglass pouch. And then in the little mesh pocket down here, my feminine products, Tide to Go pen, and then my Tylenol and Advil. So I could still fit a little bit more stuff in there. Definitely much more of a roomy mommy pocket. I really do like the mommy pocket on the Be Right Back. It's a very good size. I already put my phone in this pocket. The top pocket here, it's a pretty good size pocket. I like to keep my wipes. I couldn't fit as many wipes in the Be Sporty since the pocket was thinner, but you could definitely fit more wipes in here if you wanted. Those are really the only types of wipes I need to carry. I'm going to put this change pad in here just for packing purposes since it does take a decent amount of space. And then I'm going to get to the interior. I'll put the bottles in last. It's usually easier to do it that way. So the Be Right Back opens up very nicely all the way. It is not gusseted. Has a mesh pocket in the front here that zips all the way down. Mesh pocket in the back, kind of similar to the Be Sporty, except this one's tighter, much more useful. And then there's two elastic loops up here. So normally the back part here is where I generally would put stuff for my kids, like toys. If I have flatter things like play packs and stuff, I will put them in the front oftentimes, but a lot of times I just don't use it because I find it's kind of hard to fit stuff in there. And fuel cell that is packed full. You can see it will zip up in there in a second. Put the large set piece on the side here. And there's still some room. And this one does have a little bit more room, so I can fit this sweatshirt, which you can also, if you want, keep it out of the way, roll it in these elastics. Roll it a little better than that. And since there's still room, probably fit like another quick in there before zipping it up. And then go ahead and zip. And I'll give you a view of this from the side. Pretty tight. I mean, you can maybe squeeze something else in there, but comfortably not so much. Maybe a couple play packs. There's about a hand's width of room at the top. Then 9-ounce swell. And unfortunately, my son's sippy cup will fit in here. I just really hate how awkward it looks in these bottle pockets, but it does fit. There's definitely a lot of room at the bottom, and it works. This bag is considerably heavier packed up. Granted, I do have an extra quick in there, but it does have a little bit more material, so it is heavier. However, it is padded, and it does hold a little bit more. But for the Sporty being, you know, such a kind of smaller looking bag, it really does hold a lot. Now, granted, the Be Right Back is all packed up, but I can probably poof this Sporty out to give you a better side-by-side comparison. This is just a sweatshirt, just to give this a little more body. You can kind of see this is another sweatshirt. And I don't mind the magnetic flap too much on this, though you do kind of have to line it up just right. The magnet isn't very strong. But here's a side-by-side view. So the Be Right Back's definitely a taller and wider, so obviously it holds a little bit more. But the Be Sporty, I mean, it's a great bag. I really, really love it. I've used it since it came out, so like 3 months now. It's definitely one of my favorite backpack styles. Like I said, I find it to be pretty comfortable. A lot of people don't, so it's kind of a personal preference thing, but if you definitely want a little bit more convertible backpack style, this is much, much lighter than a BFF. and it's lighter than the Be Right Back, though a little bit smaller. I bet it would probably hold about as much as the BFF. Don't have one right now, so I can't do a comparison for you guys, but I hope this was helpful for you guys just to get an idea of the features and carrying capacity of the two bags, and thank you so much for watching.